who are the top 10 coaches in the NBA right now. I'll start off. I go with my honorable mentions. I feel for some reason I feel like you got this one person in the top 10. I'm not gonna be upset at it, but I just feel like some of these other coaches are probably better than him. So in my honorable mentions, I got Jason Kidd, I got Mike Budenholzer, I got Taylor Jenkins, I got Ime Udoka, and I got Doc Rivers. Like Doc Rivers, like he in the honorable mentions, bro. He in the honorable mentions. He in the honorable mentions, bro. But now though, so like at number 10, I got Nick Nurse. At number 9, I got Chris Finch. At number 8, I got Joe Mazzulla. At number 7, I got Tom Thibodeau. At number 6, I was hesitant. I switched them. I got Mark Dagnall. At number 5, I got Greg Popovich. At number 4, I got Mike Malone. At number 3, I got Steve Kerr. At number 2, I got Tyronn Lue. And at number 1, I got Eric Spoelstra.
Okay. I mean, I ain't mad at your list because it's a lot of good coaches in the league. My honorable mentions though is definitely Taylor Jenkins and Chris Finch. I think Ime Udoka, I think those are really good coaches. At 10, I got Tibbs. At 9, I got Mark. Which how you pronounce that?
Mark Dagnall. Mark
Dagnall. Yeah, I got him. And then at 7, I got Joe Mazzulla.
No, who at 8?
Now you gonna be shocked.
Who
I got
at
Jason
8?
Kidd.
Who's at 8?
Mark. No, not Mark. Tibbs at 10. Mark at 9. Okay. Joe Mazzulla at 8.
Okay.
And then I got Jason Kidd at 7.
Okay.
And I got Steve Kerr at 6. Nick Nurse at 5. Mike Malone at 4. Ty Lue at 3. Pop at 2. And Eric Spoelstra at 1.
Okay, so like Popovich, if we're going like, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I only had him in top 5 because of what he's really done, like what he's done for like his whole coaching career. But like, if we're being honest, if you want to say the last, really since Kawhi left, he really hasn't been like top 5-ish. But I only gave him top 5 because of really what he's done.
When I did it.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when I did my list off of like their entire career.
Oh, okay.
Plus what my predictions for them, next year and what they did last season and all that. So like it's literally the totality of the thing. Because most of my coaches in my top 5 have won rings. Only person like Jason Kidd I got above Joe Mazzulla. And that's only because I think Jason Kidd is a better coach than Joe Mazzulla is. Joe Mazzulla inherited a number one, the NBA champions, basically. I feel like if Brad Stevens was there, they still would have won that championship last year. But yeah, I did mine with the totality of their entire careers.
Like, if we're being honest, Steve Kerr, he been low-key average.
Yeah,
and I only put him in top 3 because of what he's done. Like, that's really the only reason why I got him top 3.
And
because of what he's done.
I didn't even put him in my top 5. It's because like the last 2-3 years, ever since they won their championship, bro, they have not done anything. They've been nothing but playing teams. And if you got Curry, Clay had, a couple of bad years, and you still got Draymond, you let go Jordan Poole. If you're one of those top 5 coaches, top 3 coaches in the league, bro, you got to find a way to win with that team that you got. And you still got Curry. You still got Draymond. You still got Wiggins. You still got Kuminga. And then, he didn't even develop his rookies that well. You know what I mean? You can't stop a player. If a player is just that good, you can't stunt their growth or you can't stop them from developing. But, players like James Wiseman, he damn near stunted Kuminga's growth because he didn't want to play Kuminga. But Draymond and them was saying, you got to play Kuminga. You got to play him. And now look at him. He might be averaging 20 and 10 next year and might be commanding a $200 million extension.
Where did you have Mike Malone at?
I got him at 4. I got him as one of my top 5s.
I switched him. I had him at 6. Then I switched him with Mark Dagnall because they did win that ring. And the Steve Kerr, him winning that ring at 22 played a part of being in the top 3 because he did win, in this decade. So that is like the credit. Like I did give him that. Ty Lue, I had him at 2 because I feel like he kind of basically. Well, no, I take that back. Like, because I was gonna say in the same boat as Spoelstra, but like Ty Lue, Paul George and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have been hurt, but he has kept that team really competitive. And I still believe if Kawhi Leonard was healthy against the Suns, what was that 2 years ago? They probably win that series because Westbrook was going crazy and Kawhi Leonard was playing amazing. And Kawhi Leonard goes down. It's like now it's just Westbrook and a bunch of role players. If Kawhi is healthy, they win. And that's coaching getting those guys together like the Terrence Manns. I don't know. I can't think of who else was on that team at that time. But like, your 2 best players go down and he still had them competitive and low key, like kind of in the middle of the West. And Spoelstra, I mean, I don't know what more you can say. That man come out here with undrafted players and they still be a good team. Like he
still a playoff team.
Because I know, bro, I mean, I do it too, and I know a lot of people do it, bro. We like, man, we ain't worried about the Heat, man. They don't got nobody. It's just Jimmy, Bam, and all that. And here they go showing up in the finals. Like, you do got to give him credit. That's coaching. He is the best coach. Like, even though he hasn't won, surprisingly, hasn't even won a Coach of the Year, but he is the best coach.
Yeah, I got Pop at 2 only because like Pop knows how to coach, bro. He knows how to develop every star player he had or every player on his team that he's developed. Like Tony Parker, he developed Tony Parker really well. Manu, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. Now you got Wemby. He made Keldon Johnson play well. He got him to start playing well. Then look at Devin Vassell. Like I think Pop is like a really good coach, bro. Only reason why I didn't.
My bad.
I'll say only reason why I didn't put him. Only reason why I didn't put him one because he has not been winning. But in order to be a good coach and win, you got to have a good team. So
I ain't gonna lie. I think Tibbs better than Jason Kidd. I think he better coach than him, bro. Like, cause bro, remember people was on Jason Kidd head literally like a year ago because they was like, man, Jason Kidd don't know what he doing, and like. Obviously, Luka played amazing. Then Kyrie played really good last year. Low key. If they don't let's say they lose in the first round against the Clippers, I wouldn't be shocked if he got the boot. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not gonna lie.
I got Jason Kidd over Tibbs because when you look at Tibbs, bro, he played his best player 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd. I think his like rotations was very well. He knows how to draw up plays, and he's very cerebral. Like with Tibbs, if Tibbs wasn't playing D Rose, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, and Jalen Brunson, and all those players 40 minutes, we don't know if he can really coach because you're not subbing in players in and out. You're not managing minutes like you know what I'm saying, like a coach would because you playing your best players 40 minutes all night. So we haven't even really seen him coach for real. With Jason Kidd had to do stuff on the fly when he was with the Bucks. The Bucks was really good when he helped Giannis develop. He turned Giannis into what Giannis is now. So I mean, I don't know. I think just Jason Kidd is a better basketball mind than Tom Thibodeau.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna put Ime Udoka in the top 10.
I wanted to because I really believe in Ime Udoka. I really do. But I definitely got him as a top 15 coach for sure.
I was like, man, I know Charles gonna put Ime in here. But Ime is a good coach. I'm not gonna cap. He is a good coach, but I don't think him taking the Celtics to the finals. I don't think that moves me enough. Like
because they already had a good team.
No, they had a good team, but he did change them.
I'm saying like that's why you don't hold him that high and them taking them to the finals because they already had a championship team.
To it somewhat like that because I don't think a lot of people had the Celtics going to the finals like that year. They probably did, but not like how it was this year when it's like the Celtics going to the finals. I don't think they were like that. Yeah. I don't think they were like that in 22. Like, the Celtics they're going to go to the finals no matter what. And they should have won that series. I still stand on that. I think they were the better team than the Warriors. You know, Jason Tatum didn't play well, and they were young, and that's why. But like talented-wise, they were definitely better than the Warriors. Just Steph Curry went crazy, and there was nothing you could do. But I don't know. I just feel like some of these other coaches, I think they kind of just done a little bit better. And then Ime, you know, had that situation, and then he took a year off. But like with the Rockets, he has got them, because I did not expect the Rockets to win 40 games. I don't care. I just didn't. I thought they would be like maybe like high 20s, maybe like a low 30 range. But 41, I didn't expect that at all.
Well, that's how you know he's a good coach as well, because he went from, you know, like with Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr inherited that Golden State team. So we don't really know we don't know if Steve Kerr is really a good coach or not, because yeah, he added that offense into Golden State and they started winning chips and stuff after that. But if he had, you seen what he's done when he didn't have a healthy Curry, when he didn't have a healthy Draymond, and he didn't have a healthy Clay. They were ass and they got Kuminga.
Mhm.
But with Ime Udoka, is he had the championship team, but then he got fired and he went to a team that, like you said, we didn't even think was gonna win 40 games. And he got that up out of them. That's coaching. That's honestly coaching.
So the last thing, where did you have Mark Daigneault?
I had him at 9.
Mm.
And I had him at 9 because I think he's been with OKC for 4 or 5 years.
Something like
He
that.
was assistant. He was an assistant coach at first,
Yeah.
and then because I looked up, he was an assistant coach, and then once he became a head coach, they had like 2 losing seasons, and then they won like 40 something games, and then they just won all them games last year. I got to see him do it more. You've had a last good 2 years, so now he's one of the best coaches in the league because you obviously turned that team around. And that team, I think that team believes in him, and he made that team more cohesive. Yeah, but I gotta see him do it more.
No, that's understandable. I just feel like you said, he turned that team around. Like, and you say you got him at 9, so like, he probably, like, according to your list, he's not clear above Ime, because you can kind of say they in the same realm, I guess.
They in the
But
same
I
realm,
think the fact that he made that team competitive the year before, and then he went 57, and it's like that is coaching to a degree. So I was like, I feel like I had to deserve them in at least top 10. But because I did have him at 4, and I was like, no. Then that's when I switched Mike Malone, because I was like, Mike Malone, he been a good coach for a real good minute, and he just won a championship. So I think he deserves to be in the top 5. So I switched it, and I put Mark at 6. That is it for our coaching rankings.